Today we're looking at Math Lesson 16.1, Represent Equivalent Fractions with Smaller Parts. Read this I can statement with me. I can represent fractions with equal parts that are smaller in size than the equal parts of an equivalent fraction. Notice this root word here, the equal and equal. So equivalent fractions are two or more fractions that name the same amount or distance on a number line are called equivalent fractions. So that can also be the parts of a box you shade. So Kyrie folds a sheet of paper in half and shades one of the two sections. Julio folds Kyrie's sheet in half again. Kyrie says half of the sheet is shaded. Julio says 2/4 of the sheet is shaded. Who is correct? Well, let's go through this. Let's cut Kyrie's paper in half. Now you could cut it in half the hot dog way or the hamburger way. And we're going to shade half of Kyra's paper. Then, Julio's going to fold it in half here. So it looks like that one. And he's going to shade 2/4 of it. So 2/4. One, two. So the question is, who is correct? Well, if you look at it, the equal amounts of the paper are shaded. So Kyra and Julio are both correct. It says after Julio makes his fold, Kyra folds the paper in half one more time. What fraction is now shaded? So if we had our paper and we had folded it in half, and we cut it in eighths, and we folded it in fourths, and we cut it in half again. We shaded half. How many eighths would be shaded? 4 eighths. So 1/2 is equal to 2/4 or 4 eighths. Those all stand for the same amount of shaded square. Tia folds a sheet of paper in 2/4. If you look at your drawing, you can see how she might folded her paper, just like we've been doing. Okay. Tia makes a folded sheet of paper and folds it again into eighths. So if we divide each of those, we have 8 pieces now. Show how Tia's paper might look on the workspace to the right. What fraction of the paper is now shaded red? We were supposed to shade 3/4 of Tia's paper. How does 3/4 compare to the fraction Tia made by folding the paper into eighths? So if we shade as much of our paper as we did on the left, how would that be compared to the one, the left and the right? Well, on the right or left, she folded 3/4 force we're going to space this over, and we're going to leave a space and write 6/8 in there, are equal. The shaded part of the paper stays the same no matter how many equal parts you make by folding. Let me move that up for you. And we're going to write 6/8 in here, because if we go back up to our drawings, we will see that we shaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6/8 of our shape. So it says, what happens to the size and number of the parts as you shade, as you fold? Well, when we fold our paper, the size of the parts get smaller, but the number of parts get larger. We fold it again, just like here we had fourths, then we folded it into sixths. Eighths. Alvin folds a strip of paper into thirds and shades 2/3. So we're going to take this strip of paper and we're going to divide it into thirds, and we're going to shade 2/3. Show how Alvin's strip is folded into thirds and sixths. Okay, so if we divide each of those thirds in half, let's try that again, I think, if I do it differently. So let's do our thirds, and then we're dividing each of those thirds into half. And we're shading the same amount of paper. Okay. Now it says divide the number line to show thirds and sixths. Label the fractions on the number line, then draw a point to show the part of the strip Alvin shaded. So we're going to do our 1/3, and we're going to do 2/3, and then we're going to go, it says divide it again, just like we did our square, and we're going to do our sixth up here. 1/6, 2/6, 3/6, 4/6, 5/6, and 6/6. What fraction of sixths is equal to 2/3? So here's our 2/3 point on our number line. What fraction of sixths is equal to 2/3? So 2/3 is equal to how many sixths? It's right here. Equals 4/6. How do we know this? Well, how do we know this? The points are at the same place on the number line. Okay, go ahead and stop your video and do the check understanding, and then come back and check. All right, let's see if you were correct on your check your understanding. It says shade to show 1/4. So we're going to color in 1/4. So 1/4 they have right here. Then draw a line. It says to show an equivalent fraction. So I'm going to divide that in half. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 parts. So how many eighths do we have? 2 eighths are shaded. Number 2 says draw a point to show 1/2. Then write the equivalent fraction. Well, they already write 1/2, and remember we have that equal, which is equal, and that is equal to 3/6. I want you to go ahead and do 3 and 4 and 6 on the back, and then come and check if you are correct. Brian shades 1/3 of the circle green. It's already shaded on your paper, but I don't think you can see it very good on camera, so I'm going to shade it. And shows an equivalent fraction of the same size. So we're going to go over here and shade this 1/3. And then we're going to divide this. Now I'm going to divide it into sixths. Remember, I shaded the same amount. So 1/3 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I made it into 6. 2 6. How do I explain this? Brian's circle and your circle are equivalent. The same amount of the circle is shaded. It says for 4 and 5, it says locate and draw a point on the number line for the fraction. That's over here, 2/4, so I did that. And then write the equivalent fraction. So then I filled in my eighths on my number line, and I can see that 2/4 is 4/8. I did the same thing over here with the sixth, and it tells me right here what I need to divide them into. 6 parts, 8 parts. So I did my sixth across, and I see that 2/3 and 4/6 are equal. Then the bottom one says explain why 3/3 and 4/4 are the same size. Well, if you shade in 3/3 and 4/4, then the same size, the whole is completely shaded. So 3/3 is equal to 4/4 because both fractions show the same sized whole completely shaded, even though they are divided differently. There that is. Go ahead and stop your video and fill that in. We're going to go ahead then and look at the homework. There's a couple on here I think you might need help with. So it says Bryce has 6 is less than 1 for the same size whole. Is Bryce correct? Well, we have learned that if a fraction is the same on the numerator as it is in the denominator, that they are the same. So no, he is not correct. 6 is equal to 1. So 6 cannot be leave a space there. So 6 cannot be less. And I think you should be able to do number 2 and 4. We did those on the front. Let's look at or 2 and 3. Let's look at number 4 real quick. Jeb's neighborhood is divided into 2 equal-sized voting areas, the west side and east side. A new voting plan splits the neighborhood into 6 equal-sized areas. Some voters think that the east side is now smaller in size. Are they right to be concerned? Explain. Make the drawing to help you explain. Okay, so the west side and the east side, it says the new voting plan splits the neighborhood into 6 equal-sized areas. So we're going to divide this one down here into 6. Do they have a right to be concerned? No. Originally, the east side represented 1/2 of the neighborhood. Now it represents 3/6 of the neighborhood.